Chéile rábháta hana sa bréibh chomórtas na dahadaí agus na seachtádí sé an chiaadúide chu sa bhílí snó agus David Clark an báideúid siúd é an Tinnadaí síintir chomá mar sin tá bán aige na Srát Náisiúnta agus stig sa chúine Dermot Geraghty an son don tarna blian Stephen Drake imiróid anna Kevin Welsh púncána siú de Medica Selícha a sé gimmert bhí sé a banéal an go lápáirce Ronan McNamara agus Owen Hughes agus sna tusathe Jonathan Martin bhí sé siúd a banéal an John Prenti an sa mac leis an rúnaí dar nó Brian Linsky an tarna blian ige siúd agus Cahal Carty fearna catúig stig sa chúine agus clé Andy Morden. Sin iad an saniad agus iad Cleanáil stócha réamh Cleanáil agus iad láhheile an sa Tyrone dar nó Tyrone a bhuaig craibh ola an aig ardhacha agus sin iad an idan John Devine sa chúl agus Ryan O'Neill a bhí a banéal an Dermot Carlin me histeachal áslí fearnóineh acu Martin McStravach is stig sa chúine áid caiiltig a Conor Mullen na lechúlathe Anna Réan, Kieran McRory, Joe McMahon agus Paul Quinn Lápáirce Peter Donnelly den dríú blian ag immert le Tyrone agus le Tyrone agus Barry Mulligan, Sean Kavanagh ar an slat an tarna blian mar há Leo Meenan mar a chéile, Martin Penrose an lántasach sé seo an tríú blian ag immert ag a siúd chomá agus dar nó seohéad rána cotíantachta ag na lábhí clé cúl na seanna chanálach a chosanta agus seohé an Maltóid Michael Ryan ó leminech an chat catanáirde agus tús chuir leis gluthí le cheannis agus Mayo ar an ónsaí Owen Hughes a bhla na caiide isteach sa chúine an son go dtí Andy Morden bhfuilte trasna ag a siúd agus deisigan bharlápáirce Ronan McNamara ach an fellbuinte go deasan san ag Peter Donnelly ach pachta harnáis an so ag Jonathan Martin agus bhfuilte agus an chiad chulín anna yes ag Jonathan Martin.
This is a young footballer that came in last year's All-Ireland final as a substitute, plays his club football with Mayo Gaels and did very well to score here after an interpassing movement between Ronan McNamara, John Prenti and Jonathan Moran.
Ja, sa meán scoil i mála agus Patsy Sheridan an príomhide son bhí sé siúd a gimmert le síintir bhí os na seascadaí an chaidhfuilt amach an son ag John Devine bachta go glótas an air ag Owen Hughes agus dar nó nóil tíirnaí immar leis an gaiileh agus Tom Long le céirí sníad unculaí Owen Hughes ag tá kicsair gnóthaithe ag Owen agus Andy Morden tí an cansa ach raig Andy isteach sa chúine iad a cintú go mbeidh Owen Hughes ceart go leor ó Bailan Rover é siúd agus é ceart go leor a dtíann cór leiseachar a gcóna iad anna bhíonach caide ar fad sa bhersa agus kicsair bheith ann do bhío agus neidir a bhí altatha gorstathe i gheall róch agus sé ceart go leor ná an leanúnta raig agus Stephen Drake mar sin a thócaigh an cansa. Counson bhfuilte i dro na carnóige agus pachta go deasa stigad san ag Kieran McRory ach bhfuilte trasna na páirce agus amach haris a dé bhlíne agus kickslesa i bheith ann do bhío.
Certainly in the early stages, Mayo's dominance at midfield, Ronan McNamara, Owen Hughes doing very well, and Tyrone very concerned about that midfield combination that Mayo have produced this season.
Bhfuilte Cahal Carty fearna catúige bhfuilte trasna ach pachta go deasa stig agus pasáilta go dtí Joe McMahon trasna teachtamach leis a gaiid Peter Donnelly ag immert le chuidann fé bliana agus fithe híróin chomá bhfuilte go deas go dtí Martin Penrose a tríú bliana agus siúd chomá agus seothe meachta ruthar gimmert iad na hatslát a gheall róch as gin sé sin leis a gréibhla Barry Mulligan seansa go Barry ach níl Counson Trapasí Joige báideoidí David Clark an Tinnadaí síintir pas well tá cosantóid chur a febhrúige agus deiste go hiige de Tommy McGuigan, Mac le Frank bhfuilte stachal áslí agus seohé Sean Kavanagh an tarna bliana go siúd ach chalísteantar Sean Kavanagh kicksair the heroine.
Well, it was a rather poor pass from goalkeeper David Clark. This is the Mayo senior substitute goalkeeper as well as the minor keeper, and as a result of that poor pass, it's well possible he's going to concede a point here.
Paul Rafferty and a Michigan hit scored on the heroine agus tá san diantaige pointige Paul Rafferty. Paul o Nev Kearns, Bella Valley, agus Pascal Canavan, agus Mickey Hart de Renaulin, an Yetsud, an Gaidam Skull, Wig Kuntan Chavain, Tyrone, sa Chlohila Canish. Weltamach ag David Clark, an Tennedy Sheenshire, agus Shahe, Stephen Drake. Brave ile Aaron le, say Nati sa Gashud, an Nidik Homa, Anna Hossint, Denton, the get Tyrone. Agus the Tachtamach, good saying the Shagaidenson, Dermot Carlin, Ether Chevarasi, Gushahe, Martin Mulvaney, Amach Goody, Andy Morden, Stach Edro on Huine, Agus, Pahal Carty, Abola Stach Glote and Son, Goody, Alan Durkin, Schlegel will even if he hits the round, Deshinishiga Andy Morden, Yarak Sara Higadas, Sana Skille, Shahid Mayo Gafol, a dollar in on sea, good saying Dove, Martin Mulvaney, Agus Lacholi at Hem the Live Edition. Wilt stach sa chwn Jessica Mulvaney, Willis Elian the in the council, on Wilt to get us some Alan Durkin, agus Printy Ivido, W.
A lot of hard work by Mayo here, and particularly by right half-back Martin Mulvaney. Good defending, great skill in terms of the block down, but you can see here he loses possession as a result of a challenge. It was more of a lost ball rather than a pass, but Alan Durkin did well to score.
Marcin, Kikimach of Egaun, the John Devine, Farrelle, Hodol, Skull, Nev Tyrone. Wilt to Igashin, Agus, Dola Joe Nakaida, Paul Quinn. All the pass on the Kaida, Tammy McGuigan, Mark the Frank McGuigan, the Yenech, the Glen Ocean, they did Hochto Kahada, Hayrak Sara Higadas, a coach Fach go John Cabinet, Shaheshawn, and the Yara Savarsa, Kalishtian, Pitkaon, Agus Kicksail.
It's noticeable that there's quite an amount of running off the ball, particularly by Martin Penrose, the Tyrone full forward. He's creating a lot of space, and Tyrone, I'm sure, will be trying to adopt a long ball strategy to feed it into the corner forwards.
Marcin, Jerry Toner, Wiltige Jerry Roada, and him the Lava Clay, Agus Dish Scorala Kuramuge. Marcin, David Clark, Agus. Connacht Fevlien agus Fihe, Homa, Leshna Sheenshir, Agus, and the Minowid, and Farsa. Lemayo, Darno, Crave Minour, Agus, Crave Fevlien agus Fihe, Agus, Sachamortus Nashunta, Shahe, Paul Quinn, Wasn't Goma, Achlesh, Couple of Kushgame Vreshe Bedel, Labana Kaide. A ball and son, Gadi Farahuna, Ryan O'Neill, while the shoots up to Sahanadic, Shahe, Martin Penrose, a Machanish Gadi, Tammy McGuigan, and Nash Gadi, Martin Penrose, and Pass Midlishton.
Tommy McGuigan there being accused of throwing the ball rather than passing it accurately to Martin Penrose.
Jahard of Ryan McGuigan, Darno, if in a game of Klishna Sheenshir, Agus the dish Wahan so Hinishiga, Kahal Carty, Shahe Kahal, Hosko, Pafashiniga, Washem Achtastach, Homongiri, Anna Hoplokor, Shahegas Siukor, Lena Yasoig, Bautasa, Wagirach, Sorah, Gadasiga, John Devine, Amachgadi, Ryan O'Neill, if he Gimmerton Lidik, Snutasa, Leo Meenan, Dola Jonah Kaidigas, Arnash, Gadi Ryan, Mayo, Derek Dollar in on sea. Fell in a dollar, Bach the Gadas get John Prenty, Skipper on dollar again, Agus Kickamach, Evegown, Serkick, Evegown, Dot Hero, Sean Kavanagh, and I'm ahead in the hot spot. Here a mass the Gosson Toady, Count more father, Agus Anna Walls and Iron Son again, Patrick Nevin, Patrick Atachtamach, Agus, well, Cod question, Corafe. Patrick Nevin, Anna Janssen there and Baltason, they have Colomoine, Lachlan of Idish. Sneeze Goil. Will to Gadasiga, Agus Fachtigan, Varlar Parker, Ronan McNamara, Maha Joan Huine, Agus Ruhemach, Top Ryan Linsky, Heid Schlauna Hevwig, Fachtiga Ryan O'Neill, Ryan the Direct Tachtamach, Agus Kalish Denter Ryan. Marcin, Point of Owen, Paris Boyd, Ige Mayo Gadisa, Agus the Kalish Denton again, Ronan McNamara. En Owen Valla and so Barker Frokig, Hen Kaide, and Riana Tine, sa régan hayan Leonie Guihan agus seo Peter Donnelly captain na fórne ar anas bragaúil i gimar leis a bhuiin feblian agus fehan vai sé pointe Cawl mór David Ard builtigach idir the free at him na live edition.
Well, having watched Tyrone and Ulster, they play a very short interpassing game, and Mayo are adopting a plan that's working very well. They need to feed the ball into Martin Penrose, not a long, high dropping ball, but a quick, smart ball in front of him.
Well, ní bhfuair sé an Bautasson agus Machtarai, Kevin Walsh an Puncán America sa leiche seo a skipper an Dalavige it is Michael Ryan an Leminiach mar sin Kickslayer the heroine. Joe McMahon agus gimir a shoot Patsy leis na Shinshire leis a bhuiin feblian agus fithe na ddíag den lád na 16 trí bhíoh sé gimar chlutha ach Haidir a bhfuil an báid cinis agus teachtamach an fearach nóigh áit Martin McStravach bhfuiltige drocheann sáraigh deasige Paul Leiden glantamach go dtí Cathal Carty agus Ronan McNamara agus a ruilis Peter Donnelly Yogi Counsa bhfuilte go dtíon máidúige John Devine le chóil agus gur a febrúige agus go sé héon harnaisi Peter Donnelly go deas Baltas go dtí Martin McStravach déana hóran Dachal Ashley agus well Anna Ruhar a dhéanamh an lán cholaí Dermot Carlin go fóil Anna Ruhar Anna Luasan go deas go dtí Jerry Toner Chalístintar Jerry ag Dermot Geraghty mar sin Dish ag Tyrone an scór a chothramú.
A wonderful run by Dermot Carlin certainly seemed to cause problems for there, but again the release of the ball seemed to be delayed, and that's a problem for Tyrone.
Mar sin Leo Meehan Lenach Toig déana sé dhearcht an scór a chothramú agus Harsair Paul Rafferty Neacha sé builte Lenach Toig ige agus builte Anna Yasa fadige agus Anna faointe tá sé de cóscó. On Omar mewn sgwil nam ráthar agus Coran Vic Rory buitige an tarna blianige in a bhíonúr mar sin David Clark bhfuilte deasige David agus bhfuilte maithige Peter Donnelly ríis de bula na caide trasna agus seo hen látasach Martin Penrose bhfuilte harnáisige go dtí Donnelly agus an bhaid sé cóil an bhaid Barry Mulligan cóil ní bhaid bhfuil Miá leis kick cúgréidir agus dahad an táile Mayo.
Well, it's a very interesting move by Tyrone in terms of the plan finally has worked in terms of setting up Martin Penrose. Good goalkeeping here by David Clark. And remember, Mayo have yet to concede a goal in this championship, having played 3 matches. No goals whatsoever scored against Mayo.
Mar sin buite go legach agus buite in Ngaileviko an ahemert bhí an hiad chluhead aus ar fáidir ar a dáiran agus Dish inis ag Tyrone Dolphin Keane, Peter Donnelly, ó Lana Húil, captain na fórne. Seo hé. Bhfuilte Anna Yasig agus Anna faointige Peter Donnelly, túra sé sin inspiráid go bhuachalí an tuisce.
Captain of Tyrone is an inspirational player when on form. And his maturity and presence is so vital for this Tyrone side, particularly at midfield.
An chiadúid mar sin go bhfuil Tyrone I mechantasig sa chluthe agus a cosan go magóibh Kieran McRory. Ach drocheann sáraigh go Ronan McNamara an bhaid Brian Linsky an Counsa. Brian Linsky agus Dermot Carlin a dheachant le chéile Brian Rimish amach. Bachtige Brian. Sé fish Dermot Carlin a chudá. Bhfuilte Dachal Ashley agus bhfuil bhí besto híróí ná nach Bachtan son ag Alan Durkin agus Kickslayer gróthe Dish anna hapig ag Mayo an scór a chothramú.
You could see a little bit of JP Kane's influence there in terms of a diagonal ball coming across from the wing.
Bhfuilte ag John Prenty agus tá sé de cóscóir dar nó de Romaí a chonacht agus Cícín tá sé de the fórne cóscóir don tríú báta, trí faointe an daobh. Paul Raftery agus Paul Leiden an dá fól an son agus nadidir cadá siad a ráile chéile. John Devine, hócaigh counsa. Agus Shahé Sean Kavanagh, Anna Roharitsa, Anna Yarrow, Mwot Láidir, Mechtasteach, John agus Hecha Shindanach, Gwyntig agus Anna Ross, Cwrdíra Chos Kilda Trasnain, Anna Fainta.
This is a brilliant run by Sean Kavanagh, and that transfer to midfield is giving him a lot of scope. But this was a powerful run right through the heart of the Mayo defence. One of the top scorers with a goal and 5 points in the championship, and you can see why. Putting skill and power together.
On Caharú Pointe go Tyrone ach an chiad cheann ónimir agus Kicsair gnóthaithe agus na Mayoig. Bhfuilteisteach an bhaig Brian Linsky isio nó Carlin amach go dtí Peter Donnelly. Stephen Drake i gairí ach a buitir ag an Northern agus fachta go deasa go Dermot Geraghty. Amach go dtí Ronan McNamara, Trasnansa go dtí Alan Durkin. Jonathan Martin haar naischaig Andy Moran agus bhfuilteir héamh na láimh clé ag Andy Moran.
Nice interpassing movement by Mayo, but they're inclined to just rush their efforts. They possibly could take it a little bit further. But very good defensive play by Paul Leiden and Dermot Geraghty, the two Mayo cornerbacks.
Ceann bháin, ní chiad ceann ha chuir bolaí agur ag Mayo, há ceann ag Tyrone go díosa. Agus Shahéan Farrar in the hot slot, Jonathan Martin, a bola go deas. Agus fachtan son ag John Prenty. Le Prenty agus Mechtasteach a bhfuil college dentar tá cinnte ag Joe McMahon. Mar sin, leis a ríist ag Mayo on scór a chothar mód an Gaharú bálta.
Tyrone are well aware of John Prenty's danger. He is the top scorer for Mayo with 14 points, and that included 4 points against Galway in the draw on the replay.
Agus an chiad chorta buí eisihin son Joe McMahon a methe a leabhar an Bhultóra mar go bhfuil Coran Vicrory buitige huaig gúgeala Magda Faddy bhfuilte ag Prenty a étí buite fada dóhin John Devine in a dalam agus baint an á an son leis agus an nadóg séite an Multóid kick cúig vedar agus dahad a bheith
The pitch of the canal end is quite wet. That's primarily due to the shade of the new stand at the canal end. But let's just watch this again. This ball coming into John Devine, and as he stepped out, he seemed to be confronted, but also seemed to lose his footing, which happened earlier in the game, and under severe pressure managed to get it out to a colleague.
Marsin Dish ige Mayo on score a choramú, and I don't glash low, him or Yaidig Tyrone o Hienevin, Peter Donnelly, you know Hienevine, agus Boltinish and son against Stephen Drake, agus an Watkiana Diente against Stephen Drake. Graham Bean Hayden, Buitige, late Naib Naties, Ravli and Johannes, done got Pobble Skull in Ishi, agus Gan Margoine, Idr the Ford, the Martian, a lot of the Huede. An the Lord of Hadar, Danach Wallige, Andy Moran, the Baltus and Buitige, Gedi, Ronan McNamara, Mechtasteach, Raigenish, Gedi, Alan Durkin, Alan Currifevrugus, and Heilige, Winterot, Ryan O'Neill, Abwolamach, agus College Diente, Peter Donnelly, Trishta on Heideve, Buitige, Marsin, Serkik, on an hurling sheet, agus Dawid Hero, Nishin Diente, go Hall in a Fadaka. Bachta Gadas, Sticks of Hoone, Amach Gadi, Tommy McGuigan, Ach, well, near Wilshire Council, Roma, Dish, Kurmu, Tyrone.
As we discovered, Micheál, last Sunday, it's a lot easier to play into the Hill 16 end because it's quite wet down at the canal, and if you're playing in a low ball to the full forward, he's slipping and sliding, and it's easier to play into Hill 16.
Tashdevoin, it him the lobby clay, it a devil on board, not for his phone. Agus Serkick, no here, and son, again Owen Hughes, and Padlock Toitke, the Mayo. Arvalan Robo, and more father Sarah Gadasiga, Kieran McCrory, and a fellow do it. Wiltige, a Druckown, and a Shahe Andy Morden. Will Palace Dinter, near Hawkshire, not Carty is Casso, Legus, well, Marsenia, near of Shech Slato, not the Carty Vegas Kahagamolto in Nordi. Jonathan Martin, a bullish Dakari, John Prenti, against Serki Kelly. That's the week. Jonathan Martin, when he counts of Walla. Erida to Alan Durkin. Vaishay, Plavan Horde, Wiltilena Horn, again Paul Quinn, Agus Kickschlasser, the wheel. Alan Durkin, Wilt Traston Hooliga, a Ryan O'Neill, the Vahag sticks the Hooney. Agus Serkick, the heroine. No Lord Holy, Dermot Carlin of Young. Paraha, the one shot be on the Diag Dish, a Paraginana Roharo Hienevin. Agus Darno, Beshiogo Hohin, Hanimera reached and Lenchahuin. Pemareveg Ryan O'Neill. A ghost to him.
While Mayo may be winning the midfield battle through Ronan McNamara and Owen Hughes, their shape up front seems to be lacking at the moment. Tyrone doing very well defensively, particularly Ryan O'Neill, who you saw just a moment ago down injured, with Dermot Carlin and Martin McStravac. But Dermot Carlin doing very well on Brian Linsky. This is the fullback coming out with the ball, and obviously Dermot Carlin picking up an injury in the process.
Tasha Cartgalore, Agus John Devine, a Hawkig and Serkick. On the law, the Haidar, the Donnelly Huil, Kevin Welsh, Parasel of America, Agus right beyond the Oigal. Like we all score about the sub, Wiltigan Lontasak, Brian Linsky, Wiltigan Hulk again, Brian Linsky on Tarnacount Kuramu again Mayo.
For some reason, the Mayo forwards are rushing their efforts, and you could see there Jonathan Moran saying to Brian Linsky, why didn't you pass it? And Linsky saying quite clearly there that he just didn't see him. But they need to be a little bit more controlled when in possession.
Brian Darno, a Yimmer Lishna Minoid and the Dick, Skull, lost the Holomoin, Wilte, the Joe Lord Park reached because oh, Kalejana Raum, was better gemacht, Kort the Bui Elle, and so it happened. This Ahor again Multoid and son, Andy Morden, Marielle, Ed Galatian, I guess, Stolen Gamek, Kort the Bui.
Referees have to be very strict, obviously, with sliding tackles, and rightly, Andy Moran gets a yellow card.
Schneen Tarnacount, Goodisa Martian. Gan Fackinecher, in the fold of Lorna Huide, Count more father or do Peter Donnelly, a reached the Stiggetson, Ronan McNamara, Lev my identity Gownson against Count more father, a snake here in McCrory, Agus on the hall of it here. We shechani Fasal, Ferro, Agane Aharhige, Agus Shahenish, Dermot Carlin. He goes to Hokienivit, Bach the Gadasiga, Martin Penrose, Martin Anna Homasachat Fad, Agus Anna Hopelacor. Glote Lenachitoi, Gachet, Hemalovic Clay. But Simulis toch maar jouw Warten, Gwil Sheheen, Agus Ahid, Gwil Shed a Gimmert, the Shiglob Kiana, be Martin, a stick Sahuine, Agus be Naher John, a Gimmert Snalatas at son, Lishiglob. Shanson so again Tommy McGuigan. Walla had the bag of match Dakari Martin Penrose. Martin Lenakitoy agus well Chinese Trinity and Baltus at Target Tyrone in a fantastic gun partner.
He's not just a creator, he's a finisher as well. Scorer of a goal and 3 points against Monaghan in the Ulster final. He really is quite an impressive target man.
On club Kieran le Stofa le Ryan le Kieran McGarvey Homa. Tachta Machatson, Dermot Gerrity, Anoon Giddy Stephen Drake. Agus Shahed Dermot Harnash, Machatsonish, Giddy Mulvaney, Martin again Ruharo Hienev, Chancel again Ruharo Yenov. Ne Martin a Machtastacha, Michel Roadalehe, Agus Skipper Gambalo, again Martin McStravik, Gedermolto, Vader Aubrey Indian, Martin.
Well, I don't really think that Martin McStravik picked the ball off the ground here, but the referee, Michael Ryan from Limerick, immediately blew the whistle, which means he obviously felt that McStravik had picked the ball.
Cahal Carty, Agus, Arnain Daru, Diantiga Cahal, Pashed, et Cosco, Dun Gugu Bauta. Agus, Tyrone, a Queen of Vader, Eraharu Yanov Ta, Niall Gormley, Eradavale, on Bodkitsa, Rohan Shisagasuas, Vader, Laudach.
I think the replay proved that Martin McStravik was correct and the referee was wrong.
Well, Bana Hossenta Yanaviga Kieran McCrory, Sonard Cart, Sonam Cart. Sean Cavan Lena Goran, Agus Berta Plieskanaiga Kaelinson, Agus Deshiga Tyrone. Hanna Lever again, and again Paul Aiden, they gimmert Gamahistix of Hoone. Barry Mulligan, Edirn, Shinte, Eredalavatsa, I got to her, and the Fliesche and I Kevin Welsh stolem or Hienevin. And Vertica, a macht the Joe Nakaide, Derek Shelley Nakaide of Wachton, Agus well of the Bert Pliescaricele, Agus Barry, Agus got to her, Alon Huede, Colcahar the own Mulligan, Agus Royal Tog Naglashti, Buetim Leonage, the Foderick, Don Gannon, Gimirinche, Agus, well, Dahana, Glote. Feische so a barke Crokig, Agus Barry Mulligan, a Titacha Gehen, Schnensone, Agus Kevin Welsh, Plies Bulte, and I Gehelig, a Lana Bertico. Marshan Gudisa, Cook Feinte Ondaev, Agus Cougar Exul, Trish Ondahev, Trish the score on the Royal, and the Renica Feinte, then it need off into Fakta Gain if all Suflahisha. David Clark, Lena Chapin Darragh. Wiltemacha agus Fachta again. Ronan McNamara. Reached Paul Quinn. Wolna Kaida Gadas Raigansa, Edirik Paul Rafferty, I'm sure. Agus Wilte Amacha Paul Leiden, Martin, Hickstasse, the Rio. Adam the heroine, Paul Rafferty, Wilte Gadige, Istachgadi, Tommy McGuigan, Harash Irashkagahane. The Stacharohar, Pascadim Moltoid Gaulish, Tommy McGuigan, Mark the Frank, Wiltiga Mahaga, Ichi Padadohin, David Clark, Mahatson, Giddy, Kevin Walsh, Giddy, Dermot Gerritinish, Kevin Clehanachlish, Agus Council Kuramogas and Mike Tyrone Cole, and the Yeshagana, David Clarkinson, the Deshiga Jerry Toner, Anna Hossan Dentiga David Clark, Agus Shahe Dermot Gerrity, Amach Giddy, Kevin Welsh. Anna Vies Bulte the guy to get Kevin Welsh, Agus Dackard, Dermot Carlin, a Hurdit, Agus Serkik, no Hige, Anna Hossin Tientigammer, be Bertovio own, Bulte Giddy, Barry Mulligan, Barry, Agus Derek Stephen Drake, Hurda, Elmore Ord, Jerry Toner, Fachta Gadasiga, Butiger Dermot Gerrity, Lenakito, Gaharish, Nietzsche Fadadohin, David Clark, Lena Horan. Amachat Sugary, Paul Aiden, Agus a pass, Saleh Paul Aiden, Agus Shahe, Tommy McGuigan, Wiltiga Tommy, Ishtachanson, Giddy, Paul Rafferty, Chansiga Rafferty, Agus a reached, David Clark, Oyaha Yanavuk, the David Clark Gadisa, All Leiden, a machatsa gyda Alan Durkin. Anna Tevline, agus Anna Yeshinishiga, Cahal Carty, Cahal, agus Martin McStravitt, Clihanachlish, Ruach again, Bachtigadesiga Cahal, Nachlishistach, Kero Fasala Shagadi, Jonathan Martin Bader, Jonathan Wilte, again Jonathan, Wilte, and Hernal Live Edition.
Well, many years ago, a young chap called Charlie Nelligan was sub-goalkeeper to Paddy O'Mahony while he was still a minor. You're seeing something like that here today in Croke Park. David Clark, sub to Peter Burke. Look at that for a great save. And he certainly is given confidence and indeed given Mayo a chance to win this All-Ireland semi-final.
Agus Niall Gormley dieron tachtastach, the heroine, the Jerry Toner. I said the Tierga Taharus and the Yenov, Niall Edadevline, agus ta Jerry Toner, Imehid on Boyd, agus Niall Gormley, tachtastach in the out. Sinéansan Niall Gormley, Evide Fihedo, agus Jerry Toner, Imehin. Reached Kieran McCrory, Napolana Husson Dinta Gadisage. Fast on the point, Kegas, Viaha Ryan O'Neill, Paravis the Tussa Henry. I said that Ruhar about the Sug, Clihana Clishton, Padlock Portke, Peter Donnelly, Jahek Peter, Anaheim Shera, Macht the Step, Amos down the Peter, Count more, David or Drahirach the Dede or Peter Donnelly.
Well, really, here Peter Donnelly should have done a lot better because Patrick Navin, the Mayo and Clare Morris full back, was sucked out of position and he had a clear run at goal. Should have done better.
Marshin Kukin Kuramu, I get Mayo Gadisa. Wilte, Trasnatsaga session, Dianta Gadas, Raigadi, Tommy McWigan. Tachtamach, Patrick Nevin. Joe. John 20, Kalish Dianta, 20, again, Joe McMahon, Marshin, Serkik, the heroine. Evan Walsh, Gazana Kjaunig, Hudson, Dermot Carlin, Amy Hawig, Winterho, again, Jonathan Martin. Jonathan Fernavro, Gassi Kennehe, Adagamahiga, and he forced again. Well, going to party with each shot. Back to get John Devine, and then Ruid, getting Martin McStravitt. Agus a Ruhimachanish, top Paul Rafferty, and Yveshe Tapig Rohin. Stephen Drake, drop pass, Agus chance in Ishiga, Paul Rafferty, Peter Donnelly. Well, Built in the Niall Gormley, Shahan Niall, and Farno. Niall the Machtastach, Agus Serkik, no, again Niall, Count Bogadian.
Standard of passing from the Mayo defence is lacking, to say the least, in terms of accuracy. And as a result of the inaccurate passing, Tyrone are winning easy possession.
Agus an Moltoid allow, Dermot Gerrity, Agus an Wilshechain, Nota a yen of the anim, no Kada Yanashe, Marjal the Galatian, Chata, Horse the Boy, Fachtige, Dermot Gerrity, Begoini Indiana, dear. Marshin, Dish again, Tyrone, Ed Holchin Keen, done Sheo Balta. Wilt Agus chat, Tyrone, Emihet, Quinta, Avoin, Fantastic. Agus Counson, Wilte, Gunapishach, Harish, and Rasnan. Again, Leo Meenan, Marshin, and Adok Shete, Agus Shane, and Higdernach, and Sundan Gierla, Marty.
Well, that point by Leo Meenan gives Tyrone the slimmest advantage at half-time. A game dominated by both defences. We're looking forward to a second half where one piece of magic may be the difference. Certainly David Clark from the Mayo side has kept his team very much in contention, and here at half-time...
Faras Boyd, Ege Tyrone, Agus Aiga Hurtuko, Edith Harnala, Mayo, Marshin, Point of Owen Khanderig, Michael Ryan, RT. Am Heidach have an order, Gus, two Sahorlish at Harnala, every 3 on Dahe of a Gimmert. Niall Gormley hánig isteach sa chéadle agus dar nó Alan Durcan ag immert don dús do Mayo. Mar sin Cait an áirde agus tús cur leis a tarna le agus seo Peter Donnelly. Cait sin buirte isteach go dtí Martin Penrose aige. Bhfuilte ar náis go deas go dtí Sean Kavanagh agus cur a dámhaile. Deisinis aige Owen Hughes. Bhfuilte go dtí John Prenty. Ach skipathe an dalamh aige John Prenty. Os cóid ráthúil a bhfuil tóir amach Joe McMahon bhfuilte go tappaige agus bhfuilte go maithaige agus meachtasteach Sean Kavanagh. Deise go Sean meachtasteach anna Aichearach agus an bhaise cóil. Stigetson. Well, Mayo, David Clark, get out of fad, Anna Hossentidi and the Hirt Lachoma Hage, Owen Hughes, agus, well, Anna Yeshige Mayo Nation, Dukashit, Edid, Edination, Dol Ruhardov, Martin Mulvaney, Kalish, Dienta, Estige Farhiro in the stadium, Martin, Dish, Ege, Mayo, and Skol, a Horamu.
You can certainly see why Mayo haven't conceded a goal in the championship so far. Great run by Kavanagh, but what a wonderful save here by Clark, bravely going down on the corner forward's boot.
Agus an Counson bhfuilte go holt ag Mayo. Mar sin an scór mar a chéile a gcónaí. Doch takeíochta in Hirsritson, agus Iadson a súil is dócha go mthach Mayo an Counsa, agus go mthidí séna hiad ceannaile. Go heasagin aimsir in isig, céhhuaigh. Sean Smart atá ag Jonathan Martin, ach Kalish Dianted. Mar sin roinnt an ástócha le Mayo bhíor na sacha tarna le agus an Mayo le Niall Gormley stócha ach seo Stephen Drake bhfuilte go deasaige go dtí John Prenty raibh go dtí Jonathan Martin léanacha tóigh ach róada airgis.
Creativity is lacking in the Mayo forward line, and it's interesting to see that Brian Linsky has gone to left half forward and Cathal Carty has gone in full forward, but there's no penetration and they're going to have to open up that space in front of John Devine's goal if Mayo are going to win this semi-final.
Agus dar nó gan an chúl aimsithe fós agus well ábhaidh an taobh go cúl díorann go dúireach sé anna spreaga anna inspiráide. Hit Tyrone, Barry Mulligan a bhfuil ar aige Sean Kavanagh agus anna oscailte go Sean. Went to Trasna go glóte an sohaige go dtí Tommy McGuigan. Dro iarach dó Tommy McGuigan. Well, ní sé chó trín is dócha agus a bhí Frank an ochtó ceithre gluineois.
This was a bad miss really by Tommy McGuigan, who has been performing very well, particularly in the Ulster Championship. But again, a wonderful run by Sean Kavanagh.
Deisiile an bátas aige Peter Donnelly. Bhfuilte isteach Joan Chuoine. Agus fachta go deas go dtí Leo Meenan ach ní tí fada dóhin David Clark céimiad ceanna has do chuhinú aige ó dheiceadí a chóirim. Ceapta sí seo dárthaí dóin Barry Mulligan agus déadach slí dhéanamh do hen. Decha lá slí go dtí Paul Quinn agus seo Peter Donnelly Kalish Diantar Feater agus deise go Tyrone beidir dul ráfainte chutasig don géadúir sa chluthe dádar lóch sé. Leo Meenan na hóca go ceansa an plénáir de báid go dísa go bhfuil rá scór fachtaige. Ach catán moltóide déanamh tá sé meach tír chuin láirt le den éigean i cheapan. Bhfuil sé chun láirt an son le den éigean, well tá sé cat go leor. Leo Meenan ar tíon ceansa thógan má dhearín le Leo beag tí cín aimse hiige. Bhfuilte go Leo ach níor bhfuil sé ceansa go maith.
A second bad miss for Tyrone in a matter of minutes, and certainly the powerhouse for Tyrone is Sean Kavanagh, making these great runs, making a lot of space for forwards, but so far not being availed of.
Agus le fíor na níl éontaobh agus sochirta síos a gceart chó. Anna bháilit san aige Kevin Welsh. Túncáin agus seo achta ruthar. Cad láidir chomá. Bert nó trúr ó híróin san duine go Peter Donnelly. Seo hé Peter, dianna sé héan ruachar. Agus dachar é stop, chalís diantar. Agus Leo Mínan an Baldason. Well, bhí seolach chun bailú leis ach nóta a dhéanamh ag an moltóid a dhéann don galíise.
Front, Paddy!
Agus seanna cór leis a chorid, mar sin nadarlim chun láirigh an moltóir leis nuair a bhíh cór leis chorid. Michael Ryan hála gcónaí tá a feann lú olavaige ach ba sé bailú leis a dhéann agus séirchic do híróin. Tu go tappaig anna phríos clachtaige tar híróin agus seo hé cahal cartaí cahal anna chrín deanna catóig barna catóig ach an leite buig barna seans agus seo hé Alan Durkin Alan an achtarsteach an dúra galan fe chóána óla chuir a letha chúla Jonathan Martin agus an Town há siad a cóhara.
This was a great move by Mayo, and certainly Alan Durkin coming through here met a fair shoulder from Kieran McCrory, but a very good finish.
Mar sin iad cóharach agus an tarna pointe fachtaige Jonathan Martin be mar há Leo Mínan do híróin. Joey Maloney beidir a teachan pláid go láideach. Seo hé Sean Kavanagh bar a héanna ruachar agus trú timppla in isise mé isteach go dtí Barton Penrose go dtí Paul Rafferty Poimert Yasan isise có ach ní gaidige san le náil gármlí mar sin kicslasa a bheith ann do bhío. Agus a stig sa chúine Dermot Geraghty. Annach bháil a ríiste Sean Kavanagh agus chalíise báltasa well níl idir na fórne seo ach cahab na pingine láthar na huide ba siad ar cóharach agus deis ige Tyrone leistig den lína cúgvéidir agus dahadach began lili gíar go maith.
Mayo have obviously learned that Mayo have a big problem with Sean Kavanagh, as Owen Hughes got a yellow card there, but they're beginning to foul Kavanagh every time he gets the ball.
Mar sin trí cín de háirtaí buí eisithe ag an moltóid dus na Mayoig go dtí agus ceanna bháin de híróin. Peter Donnelly agus an geisin cura a múige an tochtú ceann cura a mú ag Tyrone go dtí na chuine sin cúcín a há cura boliagar agus na Mayoig. Agus Joey Maloney a tachan páitce Andy Moran a fágan na páitce do bhío. Andy i mithe agus Joey Maloney takathe a páitce na áit.
It's not really surprising that Mayo have changed their attack, because so far, as we mentioned earlier, no great penetration. They're using Cathal Carty now as the target man, and you can expect to see a lot of long ball going into him.
Annach bháil an sonnaige Ronan McNamara. Ach pachta go deas agus léamh má dianta count sonnaige Ryan O'Neill. Daig go dtí McGuigan ach drocheann. Hier na Mayoig anna taobhlíne agus ruachar á dhéanamh ige Martin Mulvaney. A drofas pachta ige Barry Mulligan. Meachta letha chúil Kevin Welsh. Kevin agus annach chud sellibh buitina bhuige ach droch iirecht ige amach haris a taobhlíne. Chomaigint an tanam agus an bhrí agus an fuinneamh go raibh a súlis, well ní sé sa chlutha go dtí. Peter Donnelly agus seo Corey Martias sa stachgurí Joe McMahon ach droch an ar íist agus an ein stró na Mayoig an Council Paul Leiden bhfuilteach agus fachta go dastan is ag cahal cartí cahal amach ar ruhar ar íist bhfuilte go cahal ach an bhaig John Prenti sa régan é.
Good vision by Carty to see John Prenti making the run, but unfortunately he hit it too strong. A disappointing match, Micheál. It's a game that we were expecting a lot of, but so far very disappointing for the audience here in Croke Park.
Agus bris agus dénómat an tarna le imithe agus ní dóla mar choméigint go bhfuil écheantas na fórne socrta sí sa gceart. John Devine yn aig na gréine agus fachta go dasanson ag Barry Mulligan an bhartaíocht dianta go Paul Rafferty Hansa go Paul am achtarsteach an ruhar a dhéanamige ach ar íist dro aimsiú drochtaíoch nó.
After 41 minutes of action, to just have 6 points each is a reflection on the scoring prowess of both the Mayo forwards and the Tyrone forwards. Defensively, both teams playing well, but in terms of creativity up front, very disappointing.
Agus seo héir Tyrone ar íis, Martin Penrose, a bula ar Ashenson go dtí Tammy McGuigan nach well ní leon scór fachtaige Tammy, pan na deis na fachtaige, Degín Curramú ag Tyrone go dísa agus Shakeen ag Mayo. Agus Sinead an son Liam Donnelly, Baine Stúir, Heroin, agus is dólam go bhfuil Shakeen bheith Colm Donnelly beidir a húrchan páidge láideach. Ach seo Leo Meenan, stachal áslín is go dtí Peter Donnelly, deisige mar Aitchen chaid, a sé fachtaige, a sé láidir, nachtarsteach agus chalís diantar, séiste an pas a bheith go hihuiige. Mar sin, deis anna heráideach do Heroin. Stephen Drake is cosúla gine chalís, Leo Meenan, áfeinte go dísa, agus is dónam go bheith seo an 3 pointe ag Leo Meenan. Agus seo hé Colm Donnelly is dólam a techt chun táidge do Heroin. Sné JP Céan dar nó, Baine Stúir, Mayo. Well, níl Colm take histeach go fóil is cosúil. A cosint go Mahanson, Paul Quinn, fachtaige Paul. An pas for a glána múige. An obair dar nó dianta JP Céan, don óige a Mayo, Jonathan Martin. Istechan is go dtí John Prenti, fachtaige deasaige John. Agus é sin, dianta go deasaige chomá, go dtí Brian Linsky. Coravaras, seo Jonathan Martin, deisige Jonathan, bhfuilteige agus pinte do Mayo, tá siad a cóhara go ríist.
Good interplay by Mayo here, resulting in Jonathan Moran scoring his 3rd point and equalising this game for the 7th time. Good interpassing and a very good finish.
Mar sin trí cínig Jonathan Martin, trí cínig Leo Meenan. Scór an éisiil, 6 pointe an daobh. Agus é uin bhealach fatchan caide. Seo Owen Hughes. Láidir chomá. A droch iawn, agus gan ein stró in échar an son, en Sean Kavanagh. Bhfuilteige Sean ar aig go dtí Peter Donnelly. Peter Reisha ruhar, right. That cur go hiige. Slí diantaige go héin, bhfuilteach ceann mór grí diabhad áard agus ceann má bhfuilteige pointe má ag Peter Donnelly. An chaide an bhla an áard is badige.
Peter Donnelly leading by example. The captain from Coal Island going here on a very good run. And the Mayo backs were inclined to foul when the Tyrone forwards went forward, but on this occasion they allowed Donnelly the space.
Annach bháilige Owen Hughes ach sleanach an talún, deis de Heroin, Shelley bhwacht an tarnáis, rud a gin Kieran McRory dinach chalíis sér chic de Heroin. Barry Mulligan a hóca í seo agus Leo Meenan a dalamh. Barry Mulligan hol Caharda Owen mar Padraig Dungannon a scoil siúd Weltisteach agus well ní bheith gén stról Dermot Geraghty Weltige go hópaige I drón taobh líne agus kickslasa do híróin. Farlar Poitke, Cawn mór ard, sí sé rónachtas na Cosantoiri, Bergadaim, Pastaga glótistige Patrick Nevin, Wilta Trasna an Sunige, agus an Mike Stevens Reiki, Goig. Hierach Stevens Sara hege glóte an Sun, get Mile Gorn lísdolum, agus Serkick the Heroin. Wilta Harnash gedi Barry Mulligan, an jana sé skóp the hen, Bertalorg na caide las mógach decha sé éine chu go háirithe Leo Meenan.
Tyrone enjoying a period of dominance, but again not reflected on the scoreboard. They own midfield. Peter Donnelly, Barry Mulligan and Sean Kavanagh on the 40 are just the triumvirate on which a potential victory is going to be built upon, but still not putting Mayo away.
Well, Gaulish double Dirachti, Kuramuka, Achan Vaishia the Council, Goshia the Council, Pachtatsuniga, Sean Kavanagh, Mashin, Ha, Hofinte, Paraspodico, Dan Giedawid.
Good play here by Sean Kavanagh, who is a source of irritation all afternoon for Mayo. Good score.
On Varna Bavo, when Kiktasig, the Tyrone Gadis, agus column 4, the tier golf and tap and Poitke, the Mayo, agus John Prenti, T and Poitke Hogget. John Prenti, Igemacht, agus column 4, Tachted about Gina Oit.
John Prenti, who's been the star for Mayo in the Connacht Championship with 14 points in total, didn't really get going here this afternoon, but it means that Mayo recognise that they have a major problem in attack. They're not creating any chances, and they really have to work very hard to get any sort of space and then any chance whatsoever of scoring.
Agus Aharu ige Tyrone, Choma, Paul Rafferty, Igemacht, agus Colm Donnelly, Tachted about Gina Oit. Chancellor and so again Tyrone. Bachtagas against Stephen Drake, Gamachatagari, Kevin Welsh. Alish Diente at Kevin Welsh. Agaser kick no hige. Wiltigadas, Gadi Brian Linsky. Dachal Ashley, Shahed Dermot Carlin. Anna Hossentoid. Well, the gamer to the Guini, a Hachelesro, Adi Visha, a grave lot. Arahish Dachal Ashley in Evoco. Edian of Gomagadisa. Ach, Dish Inish, the Ryan Linsky. Count or Dianic the Cousin Toady and Rashford. Dianic Halish Dianta at Falquin. Agus Kevin McHugh. The Tier Goyle, Howler the Valley on board, Coma, the VO. Agus Brian Linsky. A beidir gobenéan fear a dhéimeoig don báid a dír. Tá Colm Ford ar a báid ag Mayo. A cárta buí fachtaige gan é ann roiada. Agus inis tá Brian Linsky a fágan na Poitke agus Kevin McHugh a teachtar a báid gan áit sin mac do Rooney Yeshkert Hunte Vio. Shahe Kevin McHugh. Paul Quinn, Amachatsagadi, Martin McStravok. Fachta go dasa fachige Patrick Nevin. She pulled to the water. Masul Gabriel. Yes, she get Tyrone. Bola trust na the poitke and so. Agus fachtige Niall Gorham Leach. Slauna hit a dollar. Agus Cada Yenigan Moyer ha she when it counts a hoot the Mayo. No, the heroine be here to come around, the heroine. This is so again Leo Meenan, Shahe Leo. Agus Sir Kick. No well Neil Hashem Hero Adalehe. Mashin, Dish Fisher, that's the Mayo. Dermot Gerrity. Well, the kind of trust the point. Agus Shahe Kevin McHugh. Kevin is shell of the kind. Kevin, I guess, Derek Maclastig, the Stiggetson, the Dermot Carlin, Nietzsche Rodisht. Amachan Sugadi, Ronan, McNamara, Acha Skip here on Dallow, Gummy Overach, again Mayo.
Yet another change in the Mayo strategic plan. They've brought in Kevin McHugh now, and he becomes the third player to mark the Tyrone full-back Dermot Carlin. They put him at full forward, brought Cathal Carty out to the wing, and almost playing a two-man full forward line to try and open up the Tyrone full-back line.
Well, for a board the Shelby, I get Tyrone, I need on the half into. Well, he did right on the Magoni, Gasana Yesh, it's a initiative Cathal Carty. Will to Machage, Agasana, Hosselterpad, Dinta, and so again. Kieran McCrory, Agas a high bull to Gamahage Kieran. Bachta and son again, Niall Gorham Lee, Ach Niall Legas a Hite Cura, Macharashalina. Ach Cura Gumir Lahanach, Mashin, Kicksayer, the heroine. Barry Mulligan, Elena Rogo, Lohan Huide. Well, Lana Cowan, Markin, Willish McGarrett, Garlish, Rafshi, Pata Dohin, and Ola Sale, Saval Wag, David Clark. Agus Anna Riddiant to get Peter Donnelly, Anna Khrir Patsarafsa, in Nachtestach, Dishele, and so he get the heroine, Count Morar, Dach Droch no.
Shooting by both sets of forwards and midfielders, very disappointing, but certainly Mayo have tried from JP Kane's viewpoint everything to try and open up and prize open this Tyrone defence.
Well, as Minike Custer of Ron, Ervioga, good and she had got a chance on the move. At hero in Hanlan and you Royhound Diakura, Erbolia Guraka, Shaking, again Mayo, Agus the Bay Dermot Gerrity, I'll touch a cat below, Edehama, Marshin, Kikamacha Vegan, David Clark, Capin Bunterohege, a whole lishing rain, a scamal Holorna Huede, Bachtagadasig, Leo Meenan. Ach, Shellif na Kaide, Kyle Hige. Agus Dish took a Hiwig, thus the Mayoig, took she the deed, Ershaw, and we do she the Varna, Matlish Stachan Punkan, Kevin Welsh, Shanna Yeshiga Kevin, Ach, Nietzsche, Dohin, John Devine. Oh, well, we broke her son of Stohige Kevin McHugh. Agus Fachtagadasig, Cathal Carty, Ahal, Abwalla, with the Alan Durkin. Well, Bertana Hossentian to get Sean Kavanagh, Anna Felladoid, here a mass the Gossantoidi, every day Henny got a ground. I did Plabano, Peter Donnelly, with back to Gadasa Peter, oh, Lagirach, Peter Donnelly.
Tyrone will have only themselves to blame if they lose this because they're winning in key positions. But let's just watch this again at the other end where a good run by Kevin Welsh was easily saved by John Devine, and under pressure from Kevin McHugh conceded possession.
Mashin Deshele took a Hiwaha and saw again Mayo, a sair kick the hero in a hat took a Himach again Multoid. Tito in the Coimer, Magalore after the Shahanile Gormley, in the Abigama and a second part, Dishiga Gormley, Wiltiga Gormley, Wiltiga Hulk. David Clark was Kuna Willie, Wiltiga Anna Yasiga, the own Hughes, Elm Faden, Modi, the Higamayo, and the Smastiga Cathal Carty. We had Modi, the Fatime, Stefanish, the Alan Durkin, and the Rohan Island, Shahan Makista, Anna Yasiga, and Burisha home. Alan Durkin, leis an pull a bwilt again, Derek Vial leis an trasná an na tachta clear. Kieran McRory agus Shahe, Dermot Carlin, Machta Rohar, gin Shanna Rohar sa chiad le choma, ha si ge fós. Anna chluha ymartiga gadi Peter Donnelly, Count Moore fada on right Martin Penrose he go. Martin Penrose fan an chair. Oh, Mayo. I have no idea. Nish beder good to Hanam Sahwa.
Well, this game has finally come to life, and certainly this was a fabulous run by Alan Durkin, taking on the Tyrone defence and having the audacity to have a go, come back off the crossbar and then back off the defender. And unfortunately, from a Mayo viewpoint, unable to open up the Tyrone defence. Down at the other end, Martin Penrose here had an effort which seemed to beat David Clark, but again it went wide.
Mashin, Deshiga Peter Donnelly, agus the Mayo, agus JP, Imni Tachtara, a lot of the Peter Donnelly on captain. Ball na caide agus á last goal, no goal, Harris across now, agus anish. Oh, 3 pointe, Maras Boyd again, Tyrone.
Donnelly is very accurate, certainly from 45. That was his second of the afternoon. 2 out of 2. Good record.
Shahid, Ronan McNamara. Agus an Trinity, Kevin Hughes. Wolofacht again, Hagman to Kevin. At some again, Barry Mulligan. Barry McAdee, Peter Donnelly. Well, in Ishaha. Way is short to hero in Shahid Bukhali and Twishkit. Niall Gormley, Galishtan. Niall Gafoon. Machtlish. Wola Macaida Lennikitoe. Gagas and Isha. Irach the Holosalai after Anna Point again, Niall Gormley.
A very good score by Niall Gormley, and it provides Tyrone with a cushion coming into the final few minutes with it now a 4-point advantage.
Mashin Barry Mulligan, Gortihe, a Mohalar Poitke, Corlai Shachor, Vary, agus Har Hoiger Skulgadi, Ploshte Fodrick, Non Gannon, agus Will Kupla in the Yelle. Beidir Chantachan Poitke, Ege Tyrone.
That's very good refereeing by Michael Ryan for booking Kevin McHugh, because McHugh responded to the challenge by Mulligan after the ball had been cleared. So, well done to the referee.
Mashin Cookie in the Horty Boys, Dolem no Kerikina again, Mayo Gadisa. Well, Hashi. Tehas Kosulacha, Bachtan Edinburgh, Joey Maloney, agus Kicksayer Gnohe, again Joey Maloney. A Hene Hawking will to stack in the Elige, Paul Daherty, Fast on the Point, Giddy Owen Hughes. Agus Shanson is get Owen Hughes, and after Stach took a Hickon Talo. Agus Shahe Jonathan Moran, Hassan Hashe and Head, and Mayo, they went to United.
I think that was a harsh decision by the referee. I thought that the free should have been given at least the other way.
Marshin gan Rinara le Mayo Gadisa agus a lawn aharahe diantaka Morchid in the Hitakahan Poitke agus Neil and Telev Abuachtan Tika Afach. Tyrone had a Mahagam Holar Porke, Sean Kavanagh, Bull in the category, Paul Quinn. Well, on the whole, Bachta and son again, Colum Donnelly. Agus he can hear what and son again. And Sir Kick the topic is Takadi, Jonathan Martin. Well, Kademar Bahas, Kademar Anam, Khadakshe, and we owe the Whitish Cole, like a Shin College, Kinton son, or Jonathan Martin. Ach an Pau Mashlauno leis an clog a gwine wochali in agus iad Cheriki in the Cholini and Dedic agus cuma et Heroin cuma agent Gabiad a vexach le canis agus Arvio Dallav unsa a goni Jonathan Martin and Harafui de Bully Corlai Shacharid Jonathan Gimmer did Nahat Slat to Gan Skulvala vi sé a banéil an idig agus gimmer sé cúpla chluthe Tatsi Sheridan príomhid in na scoile vi sé siúd a gimmer le sínsir bhuiús na seascadí Stephen Drake i hóca agus éirchic cúla tasdála bhuiú inis agus pointe lena chuis ach ní léana an géile bhartan extravic builte aige sin inis go dtí Kieran McRory ach léamh mai dianta a gaide agus Stephen Drake amach go dtí Owen Hughes Gael mór fada ó Hughes Gaidín áda Ronan McNamara Berto Híróna Martin McStravic a bhil na caide go dtí Ryan O'Neill Ryan Dallav tá Ryan gortathe an chuideach lig istig agus fisachar chódlais de Ryan O'Neill ach tá sé éirithe na hasal Talais Kevin Welsh a sé mós díanach sa chluthe inis sin an nám breise agus Leo Meenan fisachar a siúd agus spéidir go bhaich sé siúd cásta buí chomá a bháithán go dísa ag Tyrone agus sé sné an cásta buí ag Leo Meenan Mayo inis agus cúlaigh tastáil go gíormhatha All Daharty ar naisiansa go dtí Colm Ford Dúirte sin isteach go dtí Kevin McHugh Kevin agus a Calson builte go holt ag Kevin McHugh Well, níl rinar ailena go dtíireachtaí ach daíirih for bhór na seilibh seach cíinethe chur bólaí agaracha a gháithán díag ag Tyrone agus éachtainte sin Tyrone a bheith a gceannas ó thaobh seilibh na caide a bhuachtant. Deshinson again, Jonathan Martin. A bólisteach go dtí Kevin McHugh, cúla tastáil an tascadas an haise a cúl. Well, cúla bhí tastáil printe ó Martin Mulvaney agus inis níl atara ach an hólamháin ach a háimid an am breise.
It's a reflection of the Mayo performance that it results in a right half back coming into the attack to score a point in the dying moments of this game.
Agus ahrúile a dhéanamh go Tyrone Conor Mullen a techan páidce Joe McMahon a fágan na páidce dóibh Conor Darno a dhéimiid a gréibhla in aighmhaoine fáin se hé a techan páidce ach a mar bhís a rá ha míad an nám breise agus cícín de faointí faras báid ag Tyrone. Seilibh na caide anna háchtach a bhío Ronan McNamara más maiile háláile bheith acu tá siad cúil a aimimsú agus a cúil san a aimimsú go tapig stecha Joe na carno ige ach a teachtamachchad san Ryan O'Neill i mithebhuaig Jonathan Martin nis mar sin well chutá Jonathan a dhéanamh a Bertín Pullid a bhla trasna a gaiile go hád Sean Kavanagh bhfuil cosanta Tyrone agus sinné Bhartianta ag Tyrone itsa Dícín de faointí faras báid bhí deisina an dáthaobh ach daíre for bhór na seilibh ag Tyrone.
It's appropriate that Sean Kavanagh, the number 11 for Tyrone, actually caught the ball last because he played a major role as Tyrone qualify for the All-Ireland football final. A very good performance by them from a defensive point of view. They'll be disappointed with their shooting, but the man of the match surely has to be the Mayo goalkeeper, David Clarke, with a string of brilliant saves. Certainly 4 top-class saves that would do justice to any top senior intercounty goalkeeper. At Croke Park in the minor semi-final, it's Tyrone 11 points, Mayo 8. Tyrone in the minor final this year. Let's go back to Michael Lester.
Next year, they're looking to go one better, of course, this year. There's Jarlath Farron gone through.